So Cancer, let's have a look at how your career and ambition are likely to pan out over the next couple of weeks. So in particular, I'm going to be looking for opportunities coming up, how productivity might be boosted, any challenges you might need to navigate, and also your attitudes to money, and so on and so forth. At the time of the new moon in Pisces, it's in a very adventurous and open-minded part of your chart, in particular one where study, bettering yourself, expanding, changing your point of view, all of those things are really encouraged. So if your career right now involves anything to do with, or your career plan, like the path you're on, is about awakening yourself and working in a way that's inspiring, or broadcasting, or sharing, or writing, or really communicating a high level, teaching as well, like communicating a high level message or a high impact message, then this new moon is really setting the scene for you to do well and to surpass your previous efforts. This is absolutely tied into a desire to go above and beyond where you've gone before. I love it. I really do. Now, in terms of career, I always think the second house is very much about your money and how you perceive your value and your self-esteem, and what you'll do, like really put in the hard work to bring in the big bucks. And then up here, the 10th house is very much about your public appearance. What do people know about you when they see you? Do they see you as someone they know? Like what kind of image do you give off? Now, these are both in fire signs, and this one here to do with your money is ruled by the sun. And this one here in Aries is ruled by Mars. And what's really significant about this next 2 weeks period is that the sun is connected in a trine to Mars for the whole 2 weeks, pretty much. As the new moon starts, the sun and the moon are coming into the trine. Then the trine is perfect on the 8th of March. And then thereafter, the trine is easing off. So it's really, really strong. The trine is there to help the flow of energy. And so you've got the sun and Mars working together. It's like a symbiosis. It's fantastic. They're working together to help you. They're helping your talents to re-emerge, in particular new talents, encouraging you possibly to study. Like I said, this is happening up here in this very expansive part of your chart. So you may well feel this desire to pick up books and sign up for courses and listen to podcasts and get inspired and stay inspired. It's not just about receiving. It's like, what do you do when you get the information? Do you just like listen to it, let it go over your head? Are you mulling it around? Are you practicing with it? Are you playing with it? Are you experimenting with it so that learning goes in much deeper? I think you're being active. Now, Mars ruling your career has been going retrograde since December, like the 6th of December. Mars was here in your money place. Then he went retrograde into your first house of your body, how you feel in yourself, your identity. And he was pretty stagnant, when Mars goes retrograde, you internalize all of your sort of your yanginess, your forward thinking, your ability to defend yourself and stand. It's your assertiveness. And so in many respects, any feelings of money authority, your ability to earn, it's felt almost like it's on a standstill. And that, you might have lost respect in yourself. You've not felt quite so active or potent. And now Mars has just gone direct again, thank goodness, after quite a while. And it's time to step back into the fray again. It's time to step back in with courage, conviction, and confidence. Now, Mars in your first house is definitely creating a force to be reckoned with. It's really turbocharging you to be assertive and stand in your power. And this lovely sun trine, sun moon, this like this new moon trine is super strong. Moreover, Saturn and Mercury are also in a trine with Mars. So your Mars is really supercharged, and that is going to have some great effects in your career. So you are slowly but surely moving forwards. That's the Saturn slowing it down. Saturn and Mercury, they're communicating. It feels like you can communicate and coach yourself incrementally to move forward. You'll know what to do. And the fact that they're all in this sort of high-minded place is, your aims are really in tune with your values right now. So if there's anything you need to remember from this time is, whilst you've been a bit stagnant since maybe December, you've got up close and personal with what really matters. And so you're coming from this place of what matters, and that's how you're moving forwards. So I think that's really in full alignment. Now, Venus is traveling through your 10th house of career. Now, she is absolutely associated with flow and all good things, and also with abundance too. She also rules this connection to networks, including people that might help you, like powerful networks, and also the home, and your stability at home. Now, while she's up here, she tends to give you a bit of a glamour. She gives you a bit of a gloss while she's over here. She's showing you up in your best light. So even if you're not feeling very confident, she's up there showing that actually you're really kind of gracious and calm and brilliant. And, she's very helpful. But she's about to go retrograde on the 2nd of March. And she's going to be retrograde until the 13th of April. So she's going to go through this 10th house, and she's going to come back into this place of spirituality. What I think is going on is, there's a final test in your career this year. It's not to say there's not going to be any more tests. Obviously, you're going to go through loads of phases in and out. But this one, to me, it's a necessary step to just check back in with your core values before you move forwards again. So as she goes back, she's going to connect with the North Node and Neptune. She's also en route going to connect with Mercury, and she's finally going to connect with Saturn before moving forwards again. So to me, I feel like she's consulting with lots of subject matter experts, and you might feel like that. You might not have consulted with many people in the past, but right now it feels like there are, cosmic nudges. They might be strangers that are helping you in your career. They might be people that you've just met, but there are people that are giving you information to help you on your way. So yeah, just be open and welcome to it, and watch the changes that come in. Truthfully, from the 13th of April, when she starts moving forwards again, I think your perspective will be really renewed and refreshed. Now, I just need to go to this last bit, and that is, where the new moon is going to turn into the total lunar eclipse that's coming up on the 14th of March. Now, when this is coming in, the Sun and Saturn are in a conjunction, really sort of tightening any kind of connection, with Mars. So it's really, really quite dynamic. There's a real sort of strong energy to really work hard at the things you feel like you failed at. You're really putting in the extra effort. And the really great thing with this total lunar eclipse is it's really showing what's going on in your normal life, and is your normal life what you want? There'll be aspects of it, yeah, but to me, it feels like what's going on in your local environment where you belong. You may well be feeling quite tense and quite kind of irritated because you've outgrown it. So that is part of the next journey that's being seeded right now. But you can't obviously let go of your journey until you're really, really ready. I think this total lunar eclipse is going to be shifting you forwards quite a lot. And it's likely to shift you in your home as well. So there's a lot of movement. These eclipses that are coming up are really creating a sense of, am I in the right environment or not? And of course, that will have a knock-on effect with your career and where you're going and stuff. But suffice to say, I think you're on track. I really do think your career, your ambition, your feelings of movement, they're starting to increase again. So yeah, watch this space. I do think you're going to feel much more potent than you felt in a while. So I hope this is helpful to you, Cancer. Have a good one, and I'll catch up with you again real soon. Lots of love.